So we are just a few days away from the big Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and this is really going to be where Nintendo finally unveils the curtain for their next generation system, and we're going to learn all the important stuff there is to know about the Nintendo Switch 2, like when is it coming out, how much is it going to cost, and all that type of stuff. But another thing that's probably going to be covered inside of this presentation as well is of course the games. Now there's one game in particular that I want to talk to you guys about inside of this video, and it is the only Nintendo Switch 2 game as of right now that is officially confirmed, and of course the reason is because it was inside of the reveal trailer itself. Of course I'm talking about the brand new Mario Kart game. Now the reason I want to talk to you guys about this game is because I've seen a pretty heated debate that's kind of gone back and forth between some people, and I feel like the answer to this is kind of easy, but you do have to think a little bit. But I have seen some points made on either side, and I feel like it is a pretty interesting topic to still talk about, even if the answer is kind of a little obvious in my opinion. But I still wanted to kind of just talk about it and give you guys my thoughts, and that is referring to if this brand new Mario Kart game could have the possibility of being a cross-gen title. Now by cross-gen, we're of course referring to the fact that this brand new Mario Kart game would be releasing on the next generation Nintendo Switch 2, but at the same time also coming out on the previous generation with the current Nintendo Switch. It's kind of like what we got with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, where that game did come out on the next gen system with the Switch, but it also came out on the previous system as well with the Wii U. And so some people do believe that there might be the possibility that this brand new Mario Kart game could actually be coming out on both systems. And really one of the biggest reasons that I've seen people suggesting this is because of the massive install base that is already on the current Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch is one of the most successful video game systems of all time. There are over 140 million of them that are out there. And so to release a brand new Mario Kart game into this entire ecosystem of players, there's definitely going to be a ton of people who would definitely be ready to buy a brand new Mario Kart game, even if they have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like easily this game could get at least like above 10 to 15 million sales. I feel like even though Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has already sold like above 60 million, there's just a lot of Mario Kart fans and a lot of people who would love to play a brand new Mario Kart game, to the point where if this game did come out on the current Switch, they would easily make a lot of sales and a ton of money. And at first, when you do look at footage of this new Mario Kart game, it does have a more cartoony art style to it that's kind of like Super Mario Bros. Wonder, but at the same time the visuals aren't like so insanely drastically upgraded that it's like an insane night and day generational leap that you're just like, oh, there's no way that this game would be able to run on the current Nintendo Switch. I do feel like maybe if you tone down the textures a little bit and kind of just tone everything down a little bit, you might be able to get this Mario Kart game to look the way that it does right now and still work on the current Nintendo Switch. It's only after you realize that this new Mario Kart game is looking to have 24 racers, and that's when it might become a challenge to get that to work on the current Nintendo Switch, because with the limited RAM that the current Switch has, and being able to have a game like this with 24 racers and also with online and everything, would that really be able to work? That's when it starts to kind of make you wonder a little bit more, because maybe it might not be as easy. And if you guys want to hear my thoughts, I feel like that this brand new Mario Kart game is going to be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2. I do not see it coming out on the current Nintendo Switch. I can definitely kind of understand the perspective of why some people might think that, because obviously the Switch does have a huge install base, 140 million players. Like having a brand new Mario Kart game come out even after 8 Deluxe, there's going to be a ton of people who would easily buy that game, and they would be able to make a lot of money in terms of sales. But I think that the overall long-term kind of gain that they can get would be better if this game stays an exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2. And the reason for that is because Mario Kart itself is a system seller game. I mean, look at the top game charts for literally any Nintendo system. The DS, the Wii, the 3DS, the Wii U, the Nintendo Switch. Mario Kart is literally at the top all the time. It's either number 1 or like in the top 3 or something. It's always up there because it is one of the most popular games that Nintendo has, and it sells a bunch of systems because everybody loves playing Mario Kart. It doesn't matter if you're an adult player, if you're a kid, it doesn't matter. Everybody, the whole family can play, and it's always a lot of fun. And it doesn't take a genius to guess that this brand new Mario Kart game is probably going to be the best-selling game on the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. And so because of that, having this game be an exclusive is alone going to sell so many Nintendo Switch 2 units, especially looking like that this game is going to be coming out at launch with the system as well. And so if they made it cross-gen and had it come out on the current Nintendo Switch, then yeah, 10 to 15 million people paying $60 to buy this brand new Mario Kart game, yeah, you're easily going to make a lot of money in the short term. You're going to be making millions of dollars, and sure, that's a lot of money that's coming in. But if you really look at it from the fact that this game is going to be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2, now you're going to have people paying $70, I guess, if the game's going to get to that price, or even if it stays $60 for the game, but then also having to pay $400 for the system itself. And so think about all of that throughout the entire life now of the Nintendo Switch 2. In the long term, it would be better to just make this game an exclusive and get a ton of money throughout the entire life of the Nintendo Switch 2 than just getting a short burst of money for having it come out on the current Nintendo Switch and having like 10 million people running to buy it immediately for their current system. And Nintendo has always kind of been the company to really embrace exclusives and really have brand new experiences that are only possible on their next gen systems, and that's what really kind of sells them really fast. I feel like for the current generation, especially with the PlayStation 5, it's kind of really been an issue for that system because nothing has really kind of been exclusive to that system to really warrant you wanting to buy a PlayStation 5, unless of course you just want to have a better experience and you only care about playing on console and you don't care about like PC or anything like that. But a lot of the biggest games that came out early into the PS5's life were also made available on the PS4, so it just didn't really give a lot of people a reason to upgrade to a PS5 because PS4 games still hold up really well to this day and look incredibly good. The big next generation experience and day one game for the PlayStation 5 was Spider-Man Miles Morales. And then really soon after that we had Horizon Forbidden West, we also had God of War Ragnarok. All of these are incredible games that are really big system selling games if they were exclusives, but they all came out on the PS4 as well. And so if you could get all of these amazing experiences also on the PS4, then you really don't have a reason to get a PS5 until you finally see something. And I mean, even right now, like you've probably seen so many memes about how the PS5 has no games because literally anything that comes to the PS5, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or Stellar Blade or something, all of them end up coming to the PC after a little bit, so they barely stay exclusive at all. And so unless you just hate PC and you only care about playing on console, there really isn't kind of a reason right now to really want a PS5. And so I feel like Nintendo, obviously those games will never escape the Nintendo platform. They're never going to go to PC or anything like that, so having them only be on the Nintendo Switch 2, it is of course going to be getting a ton of people to buy the system. So yeah, I am not expecting this brand new Mario Kart game to come out on the current Switch at all. I would be genuinely shocked if it turned out to be a cross-gen title. It just doesn't make any sense. Having an exclusive brand new Mario Kart game day one only on the new Nintendo system is the easiest system selling type of thing that you could do, so it only makes sense to make it an exclusive. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel as well. I'm definitely gonna have some more videos talking about the Switch 2, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Comment down below and let me know what you think about this. Do you think that this Mario Kart game could be cross-gen, or do you think that it's only going to be an exclusive to the Switch 2? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. But if you don't have anything to say about it, just comment your favorite emoji down below for some engagement. I would really appreciate it. Go follow me on Twitter at @Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.